Welcome back to Tammy Talks About. It just gets stranger and stranger, doesn't it? Before we jump into today's video, of course, as always, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you're thinking, and as always, share this video. This stuff is becoming more important by the minute. I don't know I imagine most of you who watch my channel probably listen to that Umbrella guy or watch his videos, and he's done some streaming over the weekend, and you know, he said some things that I agree to. Well, I mean, I always agree with Tug. He's, very well spoken, really great guy who very educated and does some really great work. And this stuff, it's just, I'm blown away by it. One of the things he said, though, that stuck in my mind is this with the baby, which of course is what the video is about today, is the questions I have surrounding the sudden birth of a child that AH has supposedly had through a surrogate. Is if, like the tweet we're going to go over that the real Laura B did, if this is all correct, and which of course this is speculation, but the thing is that if she truly had this child with a surrogate on purpose for a reason to gain sympathy, we're looking at a master manipulator, which explains a whole lot, and talked about this too in one of his streams. Why would one of the richest men in the world still be supporting her at this point? Tug reminded me of something, that the day that he and Grimes were delivering their baby, he's picking fights with JD on Twitter. Why, after all of this time? I mean, according to both of them, they are just friends now, and they stopped seeing each other several years ago. So why is he doing so much for her? What does she have on him? Or is it that she is a master manipulator? And that's another thing. It's been testified in court by Jennifer Howell about that, they were in a legal battle over the embryos they created together. I don't believe at this point that it was because he was in love with her. I believe this woman is a manipulator like few we've ever seen. I mean, and think about with Warner Brothers. Why is she still an Aquaman? She didn't play that big a role from what I understand. So after 2 million people sign a petition, why are Warner Brothers, who are really in a financial nightmare right now, why would they keep her in the movie? Would it make more sense and be a lot easier and guarantee that the movie, the sequel to the movie that made the most money of any movie they've ever made, would it make more sense financially to just get rid of her, even quietly get rid of her and replace her? Why are they keeping her? See, this is the thing. I have so many questions surrounding on this, and I think all of you do too. I believe that we all are like, WTF or WTAF. What the actual fuck is going on here? And another thing that I've thought about too with all of this news, because if you think about it, and I do a lot of articles, and there's the guy that does all the rumors, you got to join his Patreon. We Got This Covered does a lot of, Daniel Rickman, that's who it is. We've not heard or seen one thing in the media, and we're talking about a media that covers this woman day in and day out. But we've not heard or seen one thing about a baby over the past 9 months. So you're telling me that she is so good that nobody in the mass media was able to catch on to the fact that she was having a baby through a surrogate. And then there was, and people on Twitter have been really questioning this stuff. I mean, we'll get to that in just a minute, but I want to quickly go over this is from the real Laura B. These dates are very interesting. Guess she didn't plan on the USA trial being delayed for a year. 4 years ago, she knew she wanted a baby. Who was in the picture then? Well, the conceived date, according to the calculate conception date, would have been July 16th, 2020, and the due date would be April the 8th, which is the day that the child was born. Well, on April the 24th, yes, of 2017, which would have been 4 years ago, almost to the day, there's an article in USA Today about her and a certain musky one's relationship. So, it's conceivable from everyone that Muskie is the father. But I noticed this, and let me find the bookmark, who it was that, I believe, okay, Pamela, not a bot, tweeted this. What's strange is on April the 8th, she posted a beach video saying, sorry for the death threats, on the day the baby was born. On her birthday, she posted the video with the stupid balloons, and she clearly had a few drinks. Her baby was only 14 days old. So, and this goes back to the thing with the media. Nobody. There's not been even a hint that she was having a baby through a surrogate. And it's like, wait a minute, what? And then, it's been brought up several times about Gone Girl. In Gone Girl, the woman in Gone Girl ends up pregnant. And here's Amber having a baby. This whole thing, I have questions upon questions upon questions. But I keep going back to what Tug said during that live stream. I think it is that she's a master manipulator. And and even Tug brought this up, that people he spoke with, talked about how she might be crazy in bed. And sure. I don't think that's all of it, though. I mean, she's attractive, don't get me wrong. She's an attractive woman. She's not that attractive. It's not like she's the most beautiful woman in the world. She's not a good actress. So what is it about this woman? I find this whole thing unbelievable, to be honest. But I think at the end of the day, this was all a stunt. Because the timing of that birth, she didn't know at the time that the trial was going to be delayed. I think she knew what was going to come out, and I think unfortunately, she hired the surrogate and had this baby to get sympathy. And the timing of it coming out now, she waited almost 3 months before she told anyone. So within a couple of days of the instant backlash that even James Wan got on Instagram about Aquaman 2. And even in her statement, she says, first day the rest of my life. There's nothing about that baby other than the baby's name when it was born. The rest is about her. That's not a new mother. It's not at all a new mother. This entire thing is just almost unbelievable. But we got to remember that this is about more than that. It's about an innocent man seeking justice. So I hope you remember to stick to, do not go see Aquaman 2. In fact, there was a suggestion of donate the money of your ticket price to CHLA or even Art of Elysium. But do not go see Aquaman 2. And I think as time goes by, we're going to have more of the questions answered. Maybe years, but I think we'll have more questions answered. But right now, it's just kind of WTAF. And I feel for the baby. I really do. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts on this down below. And as always, until next time, be blessed.